From a quiet village in Oxfordshire, England, to the dazzling red carpets of Hollywood, Florence Pugh's journey is nothing short of extraordinary. How did a girl from a small town, with no connections and little exposure to the glitz of the entertainment industry, rise to become one of the most compelling young actresses of her generation? With each role she chooses, Florence pushes boundaries, defying expectations and captivating audiences worldwide. From her haunting performance in Lady Macbeth to her powerful portrayal in Little Women, she has consistently proven that talent, courage, and determination can overcome even the most daunting obstacles. But it's not just her acting that draws attention. Her fearless choices, bold public persona, and ability to navigate the pressures of Hollywood have made her a figure of fascination and inspiration. In this video, we uncover the untold story of Florence Pugh, the triumphs, the challenges, and the relentless drive that turned a small-town girl into a global cinematic icon. Florence Pugh was born on January 3, 1996, in the serene county of Oxfordshire, England. She grew up in a family that valued creativity and artistic expression, although none of her immediate family members were celebrities. Her mother, a dancer and choreographer, instilled in her a love for the arts from an early age, while her siblings also explored creative pursuits, creating a home environment that celebrated imagination and ambition. Despite the calm countryside surroundings, Florence's early life was not without its challenges. Opportunities in acting were scarce, and she often had to travel long distances to attend classes or auditions. Yet her passion for performance never waned. School plays, local theater productions, and impromptu performances at home became the training grounds where she discovered the depth of her own talent. A defining moment came when she enrolled in a performing arts program during her adolescence. There, Florence's raw talent and determination began to shine, drawing attention from teachers and mentors who recognized her potential. These early experiences not only honed her skills but also built a sense of confidence and resilience that would later carry her through the highly competitive world of film. From the quiet streets of Oxfordshire to the first steps on stage, Florence's childhood laid the foundation for an extraordinary journey, a journey defined by creativity, courage, and an unyielding commitment to her craft. Florence Pugh's professional journey began with modest beginnings, taking on small roles in short films and independent projects across the UK. Her early work, though limited in exposure, showcased a remarkable natural talent and a maturity beyond her years. Critics and audiences alike began to take notice, sensing that a compelling new voice had entered the British film scene. Her official film debut came with The Falling in 2014, a drama that allowed Florence to display subtlety and emotional depth, even in a supporting role. While the film itself received mixed reviews, her performance stood out, earning her praise for her ability to convey complex feelings with authenticity and nuance. However, it was her role in Lady Macbeth, 2016, that marked a turning point in her career. Playing the fiercely determined Catherine, Florence delivered a performance that was both chilling and captivating, embodying the character's ruthlessness and vulnerability in equal measure. The film garnered critical acclaim, and Florence received nominations for several prestigious awards, including recognition from the British Academy. This breakout role catapulted her from a promising newcomer to a rising star, firmly placing her on the radar of international filmmakers. It was clear that Florence Pugh possessed not only talent, but also the fearlessness and commitment necessary to take on challenging, unconventional roles, a trait that would define her career in the years to come. Following her breakout role in Lady Macbeth, Florence Pugh's career trajectory soared to new heights. In 2019, she captured international acclaim with her performance as Amy March in Greta Gerwig's adaptation of Little Women. In this role, Florence demonstrated a masterful balance of ambition, charm, and emotional depth, earning her a nomination for the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. This achievement cemented her reputation as one of Hollywood's most talented young actresses and introduced her to a global audience. Simultaneously, Florence took on daring and unconventional roles, most notably in Ari Aster's psychological horror Midsommar, 2019. In this film, she portrayed a character navigating unimaginable grief and psychological torment, delivering a performance that was both haunting and riveting. Critics lauded her for fearlessly immersing herself in the role, showing a vulnerability and intensity that left audiences captivated and sometimes unsettled. Her ability to transition seamlessly between independent films and blockbuster productions further distinguished her from her peers. In 2021, she joined the Marvel Cinematic Universe as Yelena Belova in Black Widow, combining action, charisma, and emotional nuance to create a character that resonated with fans worldwide. This versatility demonstrated not only her wide-ranging talent, but also her strategic approach to career building, carefully selecting roles that challenge her while expanding her visibility. Beyond her on-screen achievements, Florence began to emerge as a fashion icon and sought-after brand ambassador. Her presence on red carpets, magazine covers, and promotional campaigns reflected her growing influence and the cultural impact she was having beyond film. Recognition from both critics and the public affirmed that Florence Pugh had not only reached the peak of her early career but had also established herself as a prominent figure whose choices and performances would continue to shape Hollywood for years to come. Unlike many of her Hollywood contemporaries, Florence Pugh's journey has been largely free of major scandals. However, the pressures of fame and public scrutiny have presented their own challenges. From relentless paparazzi attention to social media speculation about her personal life and relationships, Florence has had to navigate a world where every choice, from the roles she accepts to the way she presents herself publicly, is closely observed and often scrutinized. Professionally, the challenges have been no less demanding. Transitioning between emotionally intense indie films and large-scale blockbuster projects requires immense versatility, stamina, and focus. Roles such as the psychologically tortured protagonist in Midsommar demanded deep emotional immersion, while blockbuster characters like Yelena Belova in Black Widow required physical endurance and the ability to embody a beloved franchise persona. Balancing these demands while maintaining her authenticity and personal voice has been a delicate task. Public reactions have been mixed. While audiences celebrate her raw talent and fearless approach to acting, critics occasionally question her bold role choices or comment on her assertive public persona. Florence's ability to remain composed, candid, and self-assured in interviews and public appearances has allowed her to withstand criticism and turn potential pressures into opportunities for growth. Through it all, Florence Pugh has demonstrated resilience and maturity. The combination of critical acclaim, audience admiration, and personal integrity has positioned her not only as a rising star, but also as a role model for young actors navigating the often unforgiving terrain of Hollywood. Her challenges, though different from traditional scandals, underscore the pressures of contemporary stardom and highlight her ability to thrive under scrutiny. Florence Pugh has consistently sought to reinvent herself, both on and off the screen. She carefully alternates between independent films and mainstream blockbusters, ensuring that her career remains dynamic and that she continues to challenge herself artistically. By taking on roles that demand emotional depth, physical commitment, and psychological complexity, she demonstrates a fearless approach to storytelling that sets her apart from many of her peers. Off-screen, Florence has cultivated a public image that balances relatability with sophistication. She is candid in interviews, engaging with fans on social media, and openly discusses the pressures and realities of Hollywood life. This transparency has earned her a reputation as approachable yet strong-minded, someone who can navigate fame without losing her sense of self. Her advocacy and humanitarian work further contribute to this new image. Florence actively supports causes related to gender equality, mental health awareness, and environmental sustainability. These efforts reinforce her identity as a socially conscious artist who leverages her platform for meaningful impact. Through these reinventions, Florence Pugh has shaped a multidimensional public persona, an actress unafraid to take risks, a thoughtful individual committed to important causes, and a young artist constantly evolving. Her adaptability and conscious choices have ensured that she remains relevant, respected, and admired, illustrating that true reinvention is not about change for the sake of attention, but about growth, authenticity, and enduring influence. Today, Florence Pugh stands as one of Hollywood's most compelling young actresses, admired for her versatility, courage, and authenticity. From the quiet streets of Oxfordshire to the international stage, her journey demonstrates that talent, determination, and fearless ambition can overcome even the most daunting obstacles. Her legacy is not defined solely by awards or box office numbers, but by the boldness of her artistic choices and the depth she brings to every character. Florence has shown that young actors can tackle challenging, unconventional roles while maintaining integrity and personal vision. She has inspired a new generation to pursue their craft with dedication, resilience, and creativity, proving that age and origin are no barriers to achievement. Beyond the screen, Florence's advocacy for gender equality, mental health, and environmental causes has amplified her impact, solidifying her image as a socially conscious artist who uses her platform for meaningful change. The journey of Florence Pugh proves that talent, courage, and determination can carve a path to the global stage. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more untold stories of Hollywood stars.